Trying to find her to scare her. And she's run away from me. Oh dear. Alright, so today what I wanted to try and do is pull off the manifold for the turbo. Reason being is there's a nut there for the engine mount that I can't seem to break loose. So I'm going to just take off the old turbo manifold and do that. And while I'm there, I suppose I can tidy up this manifold a little bit. I probably should try and replace it, to be honest. But I'm broke. Broke with this bish. Look at those cruddy suspension. Don't worry, we're gonna replace that. That we will replace. So I have broken off all the nuts a little bit, just to make it a little easier, and disconnected the coolant line because it's a red top, so the coolant heater thingy for the turbos at the back, and these hoses. And I think I just need to. I don't actually think there's anything else. And that hose, but that one doesn't come loose at the moment, so we'll see. We'll see. What have you done?
I lifted it upstairs, it's too heavy.
Sorry? Lift it upstairs. She's the one that goes to the gym, but apparently I've been lifted upstairs. Alright, back to the car after that plant situation. Alright, so I've taken off all the bolts, or the nuts I should say. One of them must be pretty seized because it's taken the whole bloody screw out. Or snapped it or something. I don't know if that snapped. Camera's not going to focus. Oh well. Yeah, so I think, be able to just pull this off now. With everything onto it. So we'll give that a try. And see how that works. Turbo's off. I have got the gasket off. I feel like it doesn't look too bad, but there's like a little split in there. And whatnot, so I suppose I better order a gasket for it. Yeah, wasn't too bad. I forgot to take off the oil and coolant lines, so I had to take those off. In order to get to those, I had to take this bracket off, which sits there in order to get to the coolant one. The oil one's there. Other than that, yeah, it wasn't too bad. I took the screw out for the dipstick, and yes, now I can access the engine mount and change that up. And while I'm here, I figured I may as well mask that up and go through and obviously mask that up, and just try and clean that down because that looks really dirty. And while I'm here, I may as well try and do it right. And I suppose I better cover that up too because I assume that goes into the engine. And we don't want things in the engine. Apparently that's not good. So, got them all plugged. I don't actually know if I meant to do that or not, but yeah, I'm better safe than sorry, right? Doing something at least is better than nothing. So now I can actually access this engine mount bolt, which I've just noticed is another bolt there, which I think is just for the heat shield, which if I'm going with the GK Tech engine mount, which I am, I believe I need that. Alright, engine mount's on. It's already on the other side as well. I have put this heat shield on because I figured the GK Tech says to put the heat shield on. So I have done that. I might wrap them anyway, just because it is polyurethane. Hot side being right here, probably gets quite hot, might melt, wouldn't be fun. Yeah, so I've already sprayed some degreaser on here, and like look at the difference. Like, oof, it's already like rinsed off so much just from doing that. Much nicer. So now I need to get some gaskets, I don't know, whatever. And I might get new braided lines for the turbo. The hot side is on this side, but I've got all the heater core and stuff like that, so I'm wondering if I can actually hook up AC to it, because I do have all that stuff for it, so I'm just sort of wondering. Which I've heard if you do a red top on an S14 you sort of can't. So I don't know if to just delete it and get an S14 water neck and run all the braided lines to that as opposed to behind the engine. And I'm wondering if to do that now or just leave it because the lines look fine. But it's all off, the engine's out, it's easier to do now, so we'll see. The other thing I want to do is change these pulleys. I do have a pulley kit, but they're red and the car's white. And I think I'm going to go with a colour that would work with red, but I don't actually want to run a red one. So I'll probably end up taking the rocker cover off, giving that a clean as well, and painting it, as well as the pulleys I'll probably end up painting. But for now, we've done our engine mounts. They're ready to go, and I've just got to put the turbo on and then clean it all off, and basically I can throw the engine in. So the manifold's back together, new gasket in. I just need to tighten everything up, so just go look up that sequence. Hose back on, hose there, oil and coolant pipes, the return, and this one. It's all done. And then I've got a new power steering bracket coming from power steering pump, because I've got an S14 power steering pump and this is S13 bracket. They are apparently different, so I've got an S14 bracket coming along, and hopefully that works. But yeah, so the next thing on the list is to prime the engine bay and put the clutch and flywheel on. And once I've done those, I should be able to drop the engine in. I've just received all the coilovers and stuff like that, the arms, so I can get ahead and do those too, which will be hopefully in the next video. So if you like this one, let me know. Make sure you subscribe as well. Peace.